But yeah, anyway, like the shit got completely fragmented. Um, you know, I'm gonna hit record as well on this. Yeah, it got completely fragmented, and it's kind of like broken now. So I gotta, you know, I gotta figure out something.
Gotta buy a new one, I guess.
Yeah, you know, I'll be mate.
We live?
Yeah, we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be. Hopefully, this will be good. So yeah, this one says upcoming.
Ooh, it is chilly. My phone is frozen already.
Maybe that's the problem that we're having right here. So yeah, here we
My
go.
YouTube's just not even loading.
Yeah, it'll be sometimes. There we go. You know, it'll be son. I mean, she me. She me. You know. Oh, let's see. We're live now.
Back 10 seconds. Let me see.
Yeah, it might be taking its time. You know.
Figure out something. I don't think so.
One, I guess. Yeah, you know, I'll be.
It's just one frame for 5 seconds.
One frame for 5 seconds. I love it. I mean, I love it. You know. This will be good. So
this is good quality.
Coming.
It's chilly. My phone's frozen.
It's just a stream of us watching our own stream, looking down on our own phone.
I can't wait to hear the playback.
Yeah, completely break someone's like, if someone's actually.
Whoa, we just skyrocketed up to 4 people watching.
Holy crap!
Holy shit!
This might crash my stream, guys. I mean, just bear with us. You know, you got to bear with us for a second because, you know, we're just, we're
all right, bro.
Chill with it. All right.
No.
Yeah, you're right. Skyrocketed up to 4 people. Shit's crazy.
I think it crashed. Oh no, I think it's just doing like 1 frame per every 5 seconds.
That's crazy. That is crazy, man.
And we're back down to 2 people watching.
It's probably us too. It's probably people. I mean, it's probably people click on there and they just see like immediately, a guy going 1 frame per second. And they're like, I'm not watching this shit. I'm gonna get out of here. Live now.
Yo,
is it just that bad? Damn. But my computer's still going. It's still. We just gotta power through this. You have to understand. We gotta power through this messed up Wi-Fi thing for a little bit longer, you know, and then we'll be good. We'll be right as rain, buddy. All right. You know. Yeah, that's just the truth, Ruth. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. 1 frame per second. You know, shit's looking good.
This is some good stuff.
No, my computer. You have to understand. My computer right now is making a noise. It's going. It's got the ramped up running noise going right now. So momentarily, this will be perfect. And then we should be good. I mean, honestly, after that, we should be good. You know, I mean,
we should just do the whole pod with the frames like this.
Okay. I mean, no one's gonna watch. You understand what always happens, right? No one watches the stream.
No one watches the stream, except there's 2 people that I know that do.
Well, that's great, but
our biggest fan texted me like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
Saying that I'm your biggest fan. I can't wait.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be that. No one will watch, and then a bunch of like Venezuelan people will watch our clips for some reason and commenting under them saying that you're wrong about CS:GO skins or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
You know, actually,
dude, when I just looked up, what really upsets me is when I looked up the Speculation podcast. Look at the recommended shorts, bro. I hate this shit. I don't want to be associated.
Just
with
broads,
that.
bro.
Just broads. Candace Owens. Oh, great, a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, you know how
it's like a bunch of like the stupid podcasts where it's like 2 super right-wing dudes, and then they get like 10 OnlyFans chicks, and they're like making fun of them pretty much the whole time. And I'm just like, bro, like, you can't be over like 19 to watch this.
I was gonna say,
take it seriously.
There is bros out there that are like young dudes are out there like watching a dumbass 19-year-old girl who like barely graduated high school, and they're like, when did World War I happen? They're like, when World War II happened? It's like, yeah, I mean, like, me and you have both dated girls who don't know when World War I and World War II happened, bro. Like, it's
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
history is not for girls. I mean, usually not. I mean, it's, I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. Like, it's just never. I'm just thinking. Have you ever met a girl who's like really into history?
I think I know one.
Yeah, who?
Someone you know pretty well.
All right. She doesn't. She doesn't know history like that. I'm telling you. I know. I know what you mean, but she knows. She doesn't know it all.
What are you gonna do?
But
No, but it's just funny because it's like, yeah, like, well, it's not even just like women. It's like they're specifically targeting OnlyFans chicks
of course,
that just got
Yeah.
out of high school.
they're targeting people that are like all they do all day is look at Instagram.
Yeah,
And like, oh man, these people that have just been melting their brain on Instagram for 8 hours a day.
yeah.
They're not smart. And this guy's
I
he's an
agree.
idiot himself. He's just some like buffoon.
And then sometimes they find the occasional like right wing woman to come on to argue with these OnlyFans chicks,
You
and
need
it's
to be
just like a
godly
bunch
woman.
of uneducated retards, pretty much. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's
like 99% of these people get 100% of their media, which forms their opinion from like Instagram and Twitter. They don't read books. They don't read even like watching the news and then reading a news article can be very different
yeah.
because you don't have someone using their tone to associate with how they feel about what they're talking about. And it's ridiculous that so many people get so like politically ramped up, or it doesn't even have to be politics, just based off of like news in general. And it's like it's disgusting. They're just like propagated through the max from like a bunch of uneducated like idiots.
Yeah.
Um, they don't know any like actual history or fact, and it's just pathetic. And it's like I don't know, but that's entertainment, man. Like a lot of people don't realize
Yeah.
the news and the media is kind of just entertainment at this point.
I mean 100%. I mean the what we see on YouTube and Instagram like on the daily, it's just basically like the equivalent of like Jerry Springer, Like that's pretty much what it is. Like that like the dating shows like I get a bunch of like the pop the balloon and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's like the most I mean it sounds fucked up to say, but it's like the most ghetto people you can possibly imagine and they're like, you know,
Oh shit.
you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
yeah, it's
we had
pretty
some frames
it's
for a
pretty
second.
it's pretty bad. Well, because you can see right here, like the internet is like very bad for some reason.
Yeah, don't worry.
Here.
For the next one, we're gonna have a Wi-Fi extender, so that way.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap too. I think they're like $25 on Amazon.
Yeah, we could.
I'll
do
get
that.
us one.
We could
'cause
do
you
that.
you got a lot of the other stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm not really that worried about the stream, honestly.
yeah.
Like, we're just gonna clip the hell out of this whole thing, and
Yeah. And I guess we'll just use the recording for that.
yeah, we'll just use that.
Yeah,
I'm recording it.
we'll
We're completely fine.
Yeah, you can
We're
send
completely
that to
fine.
me.
Yeah, I mean, we could just stop the stream if anything, but that's kind of lame, because like what if someone has a question?
True. And we care.
Because what if someone has a question? Because we haven't asked a question in the
I know.
past.
What if they're like, how many stars are out there? Man? And then our great minds could answer that exactly.
The, the universe is infinite, bro. Bro, the universe is infinite, bro.
Someone asks a question, you just give them some like answer that doesn't answer the question at all.
They're asking like who's better, like LeBron or Jordan, and you're just like,
You know,
bro, the
well,
universe is infinite, bro.
You're like, dude, basketball is like a pretty interesting sport. That's a good question. Anyway.
Anyway, I think the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
Like something stupid like that. You know what I mean? But hey, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for Seattle because I like Seattle.
Why is that?
I think it's a great city. I really enjoy.
You were there this year. Yeah.
I really enjoy what I enjoy about Seattle is the walkability of it. You could walk Seattle significantly better than you could like New York or Philly. It's like literally it is structured so that you can walk through it around it perfectly. And I do really appreciate that. Obviously, they have a pretty big drug issue there.
I was going to mention that. Where I was going to be like, well,
it's kind of absurd. You like literally like there's every corner there's like some homeless person smoking out of tinfoil. And it's like, what do you even do? Their architecture
it's pretty.
it's very anti-homeless. So like basically every bench has like bars or something so that you can't lay down anywhere if you're homeless unless it's on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Um, which I mean I get. It's a huge tourist place. You know, you don't want drug addicts. I'm not gonna say homeless because like there are just like homeless people down bad on their luck and they're like pretty like normal. But like when you have someone that's hopped up on fentanyl, like there was one guy. Let me tell you about this. So,
Oh no.
oh man, we
Uh-oh.
definitely just crashed.
Now we're good. I just had this on pause.
Oh, play it, bro.
I know. I'm going back to play it.
Um,
There we go. Expert
so
lighting.
I
Expert
would,
lighting over here.
yeah,
It's just
we got a good budget. You know,
we got a no budget. We got no budget.
it's the best budget you could have.
That's why we have a fucking stream that's like the Roblox game you were playing before we started.
All right.
What? What is Roblox?
Bro, Roblox has much.
What?
Roblox has much better frames than this right now.
Yeah, no, agreed. But I'm saying
Don't
it
be
was,
hating on my little fishing game, all right?
bro. I wasn't hating on Roblox in general, bro. I was just like, the other night when we were talking about it, I was just like, I found it, and I was like, you're just trying, like, you just have a collection of fish in Roblox, and you're playing with our one friend.
Fuck yeah, and I'm making money.
Making that Roblox
Making
money.
that Roblox money.
Hell yes.
But
Robux.
so when I was in Seattle, there was a point where my buddies were in an Arc'teryx store. Shout out Arc'teryx, you should sponsor us. And I was chilling outside with my other buddy, and my other buddy's, you know, he's kind of, you know, he's always in his own little world. He doesn't notice things around him. And I was like looking around because I'm like a very sketchy guy. Like I'm always ready for someone to try to attack me because I'm a retard. And
Someone comes up with you like a shiv like this.
I know, yeah.
You know.
And I notice from a distance, this one guy, obviously homeless, obviously extremely high on drugs, because he's being kind of loud, and he's like, fuck, fuck. And I'm like just watching him, and I see him like run up to this old couple, like run right up to him. And like the old man, he got into like a defensive stance, and I was like, oh shit. And he just kind of did like a fent lean back, like on his feet, like real far back. And then he got up and like kept rolling. And then he ran into the street in front of a car, and the car had to like slam on its brakes. And then his pants fell down, and everything was out.
Just
And then he pulled up his underwear all the way, but only pulled his pants up like a little past his knees, and he was just holding it there. And then he's like coming towards us, and he's like screaming. And he's like, "I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up, man." Like he was obviously a threat in a lot of ways. You don't want to be close to that kind of guy. And yeah, I told my buddy, I was like, dude, get up. He was like sitting down. I was like, dude, get up. We need to make sure we stay away from this guy.
He bugging.
He's bugging.
I mean, it's crazy to think like, you know, Seattle was once like a really incredible city, and like it's just been totally decimated by fentanyl, and like, you know, you got to wonder, because we'll get to Trump, but like we all know where the fentanyl comes from. It's coming from like China, smuggled into Mexico, and then brought here, and then brought up to the north to Seattle. And it's just like, yeah, it'd be one thing if we were punishing like China for giving for like and getting China to like, because they have a top down like straight up authoritarian government. Like we were like talking to China and saying, hey, can you get rid of all the fentanyl dealers in your country? Like we know you can do it. Like Xi Jinping like waves a magic wand,
Yeah,
and he can make shit happen like you wouldn't believe. And instead, we're like just focused on dumb shit as usual. You know, we can't.
yeah, no,
we can't
I don't
get our
know.
head up our
It
ass.
is saddening to me, you know. And it's pretty obvious. No one's really come up with like the perfect solution to homelessness
No.
and drug addiction. Because if they did, we would see it in other places,
Yeah.
at least, or
Yeah.
everywhere, and we don't. You know, and I've thought about that for a while because I feel really bad. You know, like these terribly addicted people were once little kids, man, with big dreams and big aspirations and a pure heart, and it is sad to see them.
One day,
Grown up
I'm going to
in
grow up
such a
and I'm
state.
going to smoke fentanyl.
Yeah, like no, yeah, exactly. Like no one thinks that way.
No, I hope not.
Yeah, hopefully. And it's like we don't really like treat them super well.
No.
I understand there's an aspect of like freedom that they have to give to people where you can't force someone into rehab unless it's like court ordered, and I'd assume court ordered rehab. I don't really know the logistics behind that, but I'm sure it's like pretty uncommon for that to happen. Maybe you
It
have to
does. It
like,
does happen. But the problem is that you know what happens is they go for like they go for like a month.
you know what makes
And
that happen too? Like what's a situation where someone will get court ordered rehab?
I would assume like it's something where like say you were high on crack and you got in like a car accident and like you hurt someone, or like
Okay.
even you just like caused severe damage. Like imagine you like drove into like a convenience store
Yeah,
on
yeah.
crack. The judge's like you have to either you're going to go to jail or you're going to rehab. Like that's what like the lawyer I would assume would make the deal with the judge basically. Be like,
Yeah.
listen, we're going to send him to rehab for like 6 weeks, and he's like, okay, lock him up in rehab for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, and we're going to pay for and the clients and you know say it's like a bum with his parents, not a bum, you know, someone suffering from a drug addiction, and their parents pay for the damages or something like that for like the storefront, you know, for the 7-Eleven to crash in or something. But
Yeah.
I think that like you know there was someone I watched a video I don't remember who said it but like uh I would there was someone that was like I don't know if they were an ex addict or not. This is like a clip I saw a while ago, but like they were making the point where all of the court mandated rehab is too short. They like make it where it's like it's too short, where it's too high of a turnaround. So imagine you go for 6 weeks or a month or something like that, and you go there and you're clean for 1 month. 1 month, right? That's not the claim he was making is like it's not long enough. It's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
long enough.
imagine
You should
being
go for like
addicted.
you should go for like no joke like a year or two.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? And really kind of like sit there and be accountable for you know your sobriety and whatnot, and then get out and then because that would at least give you a semblance of like, all right, I had a whole year in rehab. Like, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do when I'm out of here.
Yeah.
If you're in there for 6 weeks, what is the first thing you're going to do when you're out? You're going to think about doing drugs again.
Yeah.
I'm
For
I'm
sure.
out. I'm clean. All right, I've been off of this shit for 6 weeks, and you still know all of the same people, and you still were just there with probably other people that were court ordered there for 6 weeks as well.
For sure.
So it's like it doesn't really help anybody. So I don't know. It would probably be a lot more expensive, and there would probably be a million reasons to be like, we can't pay for that. But I mean, honestly, like,
Yeah,
what do you
that's
want?
something that does bother me is
Mm,
that the government in general spends so much money on different crap.
of course.
And so much of it is so unnecessary, unrealistic, doesn't do anything, is wasting money. And then we have people out here struggling that could use genuine help that the government could really push forward, and they just don't. And it's pathetic. It really is pathetic. You know, like I look at like our prison systems, and the prisons are whack. The weak in a sense where it's weak in a sense where it's kind of backwards. You know, we need to take violent people and we need to put them away and rehabilitate them, and we don't. We don't at all. But we take nonviolent people. Like think of it this way: if a guy is committing tax fraud,
Yeah.
is he a danger to society?
He's maybe a danger to like the civic society, the business world.
You're right. He's a dangerous, but is he a genuine threat to the world?
No.
No.
Well, that's
But
why they
that
go
guy's
to.
doing 15 years. But the
Well,
guy
that's why
that
he wouldn't do 15 years probably, but he would go to like a. Do you ever see like The Wolf of Wall Street?
no,
It's a good movie. Check it out. But the end of it, like Jordan Belford, like he committed all this like fraud with stocks and stuff like that, and he went to like basically like a white collar prison where he's like playing tennis
yeah,
and shit. Like
like,
that's where those guys would go. For instance,
but
like they go to like a low minimal security prison.
to be fair, like my point is that like a lot of these guys, like yes, they go to prison in general. Why are we not just making them pay it back and say, if you do this again, there will be harsher consequences. Maybe even make them pay more than what they pay.
Oh, yeah, they're
than
gonna
what
pay a
they
huge.
took.
They're gonna pay a huge fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we should be doing. But instead, we like lock them up into these stupid prisons, like you said, a white collar prison where they're like playing tennis and having a good time with other like minded men. And then you got a dude who's like beating women, beating pregnant women, holding guns up to them, hurting people. And this guy's just out on the streets.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's completely ridiculous. I think that's like a
Well,
weak-minded
because like
sort of.
it's about the policy where it's like a cash. We have a cash or a no cash bail, right? So like
Right.
you know that's in I don't remember exactly the like metropolitan or the city or the metropolitan area, but that's in like major cities where you can commit a crime and that day or that night like after your process, you're just released because it's like in their mind, it's like racist or like against their socioeconomic position to hold them for a bail. But the problem is that if you like set up a system like that and like a guy who like has no money on paper, right? Have they have no money on paper, they can just walk away and it's like they never committed the crime anyway. It's not like they're gonna come back to court. They don't care.
Yeah.
It's not like they have a job. Like if it's usually people that are like vagrants and they don't, you know, they don't really care about like upholding the rule of law or like doing anything like that. And it's just one of those things where you're just like, all right, like cool. It's a system that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, I don't think it makes a lot of sense at all. Like, obviously, they kind of do it too for, I mean, like, when you start really learning about, like, politics and law in general, you kind of realize everything is done for votes. Every single thing is done for votes. It doesn't matter how
course.
messed up it is, how wrong it is, it's always done for votes. And their goal is to make you look left and right and blame each other instead of coming together with proper solutions and actually caring for each other, even though you might have a difference of values and opinions. Um, it's always for votes, and that's like one of the biggest issues.
Yeah.
That's why like a lot of people who don't live in like a free society are so easy to criticize it because our free society has like a lot of different issues like that because we have the freedom to vote and they just use that against us to get what they want. And that's a bad thing. That's a really bad thing.
Well, I mean, usually the people that are criticizing us are like more authoritarian governments, where it's like,
Yeah.
China. Like we were just talking about China. Like for instance, like China, there's a lot of like it's so mostly safe there because the punishments are so severe
Yeah.
that no one commits crime. Or if you are committing crime, you're like in the in crowd basically. You're like with the police,
Yeah.
or you're like in like a mafia of some kind, or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
And the government probably just works with you realistically, and they just like keep
For sure.
and they just keep it together because that's what a top down system like that does. They don't like they don't let anything go unchecked. I mean, like look at they had COVID for 3 years. Those guys, they were in lockdown from until 2020 to like 2022.
Yeah. And like I love having like a free system. I want to be free. I'm not saying I want to be living in some communist era or whatever socialist era. I like my freedom, but
Not
but
communism.
people need to wake up to the fact that everything almost all of these politicians do is solely for votes and that they just don't care about you. They don't care about you at
Oh
all.
no, of course not.
And also something like people really don't know because again, so many people like obviously like they live their lives. They're not looking at a bunch of they're not like reading history. They don't care. They just want to hang out with their friends, have a good time. That's fine. But for the people that do and still don't get it is what is crazy to me. Because you got to think our founding fathers here in America, they were very libertarian, and their whole basis was creating a government to protect our rights, and that's it. Not really do much more or less. They wanted to protect our rights that they've created and given us. And as the government grew and as the country grew, that has shifted a lot.
Well,
Huge amount.
what happened was that for like, like America was created, and it was basically the law was based off of Old English common law, which was like created about like 100 years beforehand by like Parliament in England, and basically all it was about was like your property rights, and like what you could do as a property owner.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's basically like what all English common law was all about dealing with what a farmer. Because imagine like that was the whole society. It was all bros farming.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of guys farming. So you have to just really base the entire law around that.
Yeah, yeah.
And like how you can make sure that your society has enough food. And that even goes back to like, like feudalism. I mean, where the king owns all the land and
Yeah.
the peasants are working on it, but like they have rights as well.
Yeah.
And what happened was that like as America evolved, we had to basically make laws like, social laws and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the issue is that they use the social law to gain your vote, but they don't actually care about you. See, again, the government used to protect our rights, and that was pretty much it. It was based off of land ownership. They protected your land, your rights. That was pretty much it. And then they get social with it. They want you to they want your social politics to be a main thing. And then the country grows as well, and the government grows, and there's a bunch of like foreign affairs and ties and whatnot. And it kind of turned into this whole thing where it's not about the country, the government protecting your rights. Now, what they care about is the government being strong and powerful. They don't actually care what the people think, really. Like, they don't really care because what they care about is
leader,
keeping the government strong and powerful so that way they can pretty much swing dick and also, I guess, realistically be kind of safe. Because obviously, the bigger military you have, the more like Air Force you have, Navy, all of that, the safer you are from external forces trying to come in and attack you.
But what leader actually cares about the people? Like that's kind of like my point where not that the president doesn't care about American citizens, like they kind of half-ass do, I think.
Yeah, I don't even think they do at all.
But like every single leader always tries to accumulate more and more power for themselves.
Right.
You know?
And that fundamentally goes against what the founding fathers really were trying to create.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a country of completely free people. You know, you own land, you farm. Obviously, there was like so much more like home farming in general and just like farming around. But again, now it went from protecting the people's rights to making the government as strong as it could possibly be. And your interest has nothing to do with that. Like, people don't get that. These politicians, you know, doesn't matter what side they're on or whatever, they're going to say something about oh, we're going to do this to make your life cheaper or to give you these rights. They don't care. They don't care about that shit. If that were the case, like look at like the whole Roe v. Wade thing with like abortion. A lot of women especially feel like abortion is their right.
Yeah.
And a lot of other people disagree with that and they don't think it is because they look at life as a whole, like starting from before birth and everything, and we need to protect that because that's a life. And if I'm not mistaken, what year did Trump switch that?
Trump was actually out of office when that happened, believe it or not.
Right.
So that was, I think, 2022.
Right.
So because I think this will be the Trump legacy right here, and this might still be continuing because like you have to think the Supreme Court is our legal expert in the chat will tell us the Supreme Court is 9 members, I believe, right? And I think Trump picked 3 of them. 3 lifetime positions. So there's still a chance that Trump could pick a 4th one. And if there's going to be one lasting impact, it's not going to be Greenland. All right, because it's the resistance is too much, and it's going to be too complicated. But his lasting impact of this country is going to be the most likely 4 Supreme Court justices he picks. Right? I don't think there's. Right. I think Obama got like 1 out of 8 years. You know, and Biden got none.
Yeah,
you know, and so that's gonna be the lasting impact for him, where he's gonna have this we're gonna have this very conservative court for a very long time, which is probably a good thing, I would think. But that was the power of Trump looming in the background. Like it was like 2022, Biden's president, Trump's gone. They're trying to prosecute him at this point, and then Roe v. Wade goes out.
Right.
And everyone's just sitting there like, wow, we've got Biden here. He's not doing shit. He can't do shit.
That was kind of going to my point where are all the Democrats really pushing for the Supreme Court to change that? Doesn't exist. They don't care.
The only thing I could possibly think of with that is that in the 30s, right?
Oh, great.
In the 30s.
In the 30s.
Well, I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying that pushes my point more. Where
in the 30s, the Democrats are so like. Well, the only real strong politician is Trump right now, honestly, and he is like.
Yeah.
And he has his problems, but. In the 30s, FDR, right, he was dealing with the same kind of issue where it was, you know, the Supreme Court was blocking a lot of, like, the New Deal decisions and stuff like that. And he was just like, fuck it, I'm just going to pack the court. Fuck it, I'm going to add 4 new guys. I'm going to make it a 12-person court or something. Yeah. And it's just like, no, bro. Like, they obviously stopped it. But there was a lot of people that were, like, supporting it. They're like, yeah, pack it up, you know? Like, because he was trying to force through stuff. And that's the only solution I could possibly think of. But like, if you do that, that completely, then the floodgates are open.
Yeah,
I mean, like, truly, like, what's stopping? So, imagine the scenario where we get President Gavin Newsom. He's like, healthcare is a human right. The Supreme Court says no, it's not. And then he puts 4 more judges on there. We have 12. Then they say it is, and then we get President, Baron Trump after that or something like something. Imagine something.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine the biggest idiot they could find to be
Yeah,
president.
yeah.
Then he's like 16 judges on the court, and it just is endless. Then the court's nothing.
Yeah.
Then it's just like it's
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah. Then it just fades into
It'll be like
a
a
lost
second
plot.
a second Congress, basically.
Yeah.
Another bloated bureaucratic machine that is just that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and like there's a million. So that's a good example where it's like, yeah, these people don't actually care. They don't care. The Democrats aren't like fighting super hard for this. What they're fighting for is hot topics on the news that get you hyped up and psychotic,
Yep.
so that you get angry at the people around you that disagree with you. Look at just recently, Thomas Massey wrote a bill so that they're trying to make
we
it.
fuck with Massey here.
We like Massey. They're trying to make it so that
That's what I'm writing. I already decided that's who I'm
the-
voting for. I don't care who the nominees are. That's who I'm writing him in.
That's fair.
I'll make I'll do like the unity ticket. I'll write in the Indian Democrat Congressman Ro Khanna.
Oh, okay.
Those
I don't
are
know
the-
too much about
Those
it.
are the two guys that brought the Epstein. They were like
He was the Democrat that worked with Massey. Okay.
That's who I would just to be like, because I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be JD versus Gavin,
Yeah.
and JD's gonna Gavin's gonna mog JD, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna mog him, bro. All right, because you know why JD Vance, bro. He's done his face structure is all fucked up. His face to forehead structure, it's all messed up. Gavin Newsom, Chad facial features, Chad family. Look at his family, bro. White.
But anyway. See, that's bro. He was trying to make a law so that basically the government can't shut down your car electronically whenever they want. That was like a thing,
That'd be bad.
and it got voted no.
Of course not.
The
What are you,
government
crazy?
wants to be able to shut down your car, and it's basically like if you're driving erratically, according to them, whatever their term of that is. They just have a kill switch, and they're like, "Yep, you're not driving." And they come and they arrest you, and they assume that you're drunk or on drugs or just like,
I mean, imagine how dangerous that is realistically. Like, imagine you're driving on the highway, right?
yeah,
And maybe they turn off the wrong car,
yeah,
and you're just stopped in the middle of the highway. Oncoming traffic behind you, just get rear-ended, smashed, break your neck, you're paralyzed.
dude. There could be a million issues.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The government's going to be like, "Oh, sorry,
Yeah, see,
you know the people that work for the government. I mean, we see how fucking like how badly everything else is run. So now they're going to kill switch your car
yeah,
while you're driving. Like,
yeah, and it's like like supposedly the Republicans are supposed to be very like about small government and freedom.
Yeah.
Why did some of them say no? That fundamentally goes against what you are supposed to be. That's stupid. And it's again, it's not about the people. It will never be about the people. It will always be about having the strongest government possible.
well, it's just all about empowering the president. At least
Yeah.
so far, it's been. I mean, like, that's what it's always been about. Or if you're the opposition, then it's about trying to stop the president. Which I mean, like, I will give the Republicans, at least during Obama's time, like they were stopping everything. I mean, like, I was watching this podcast where they were like the guy. He was this guy. I think he's from a famous podcast. I think it's like something. It might be Pod Save America, but he's a very liberal guy, and he like was a speechwriter really young for Obama. And it was like after. This is during Obama's presidency. This is during like the Tea Party, if you know what that is. You know what the Tea Party movement
Yeah.
is. It's like the Republican, super conservative movement to kind of oppose Obama and kind of stop everything, make him like a shit president. After the Sandy Hook shooting, right? Like after all those like little kids died, Obama and like another, I think it was actually Joe Manchin or something like that, the former Speaker of the House, but they put together a bill where you need ID to buy a firearm or something like that. It was something like along those lines nationwide, right?
Right.
You need background checks to buy firearms.
Right.
That was the bill, right? And Republicans shot it down. This could have been like this like answer, and I was like really like wow, like this is kind of crazy. Like they're effective at doing like Republicans are really good. They're like really good at just fucking shit up and destroying shit.
Yeah.
And that's basically been like the escalating philosophy for like into Trump for the most part. I mean, like it was this thing where the country was like so upset about it,
Mm-hmm.
and if you signed a bill and you did something, it would look like we did something about it, but we didn't. Yeah, it was completely unanswered. It was just a tragedy that was not answered.
Yeah.
And the kind of the philosophy of the Republican Party since then has been, since the Tea Party into Trump, has been let's destroy everything, let's fuck it all up, and then we will sift through the wreckage and figure out a new government from that. But the
Yeah.
problem is that no one really wants to do the sifting through after part.
Oh no, not at all.
I mean, like Doge, the tariffs, all these are great examples of let's destroy our relationships with Western Europe. Let's destroy our relationships with the Asian countries we've set up. Let's destroy the government infrastructure. Let's put it all on pause for a second, just to put it back on play. Because realistically, like, we don't want to actually work on any of this shit. We just want to do what we were saying on the podcast, which is stop the government waste and spending, pause it, and then be like, all right, word.
Listen, I saw this great video on Instagram that really like made so much. It was really funny. It was like a comedic video where the guy was like, this is Republicans and how they act. And it's like, oh my God, I could do anything. I'm gonna do it all. Fuck it, I'm gonna bomb this place. I'm gonna do whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna fuck shit up. I don't care, man. I'm gonna fuck shit up. Oh, here's the bill. I'm gonna write the you can't live anymore bill. Oh, sorry, you gotta die now. That's Republicans, and then Democrats is like, oh man, it's really bad right now. That's terrible. That's like some really bad stuff going on. The police are killing people. Oh man. Someone should stop that.
Yeah, they're in charge.
Someone should really stop that.
Really?
Yeah, that sucks.
They're like the European
and
Union.
then they just do nothing.
They're like
It's like, bro, yeah. Dude.
It's like
and also like you're saying this too, and like I still want to press my point, which I don't know how much you agree with or not, that I feel like they purposefully do this stuff. I feel like both parties actively do these things once again to have you looking left and right.
Of course.
Like I think like I if you look at any presidential candidate after someone became president, after someone gets voted in, they're always buddy. The whole time it's like they're LARPing at each other, they hate each other. It's like look at like Trump and Hillary when Trump won the first time. It's like as soon as it's over, they're sitting next to each other all the time, they're laughing it up, they're joking, and it's like, dude, they don't care about you, and they purposely want you to hate each other.
I mean, Trump was the only one that didn't do that. He didn't go to like Biden's like inauguration.
Well, yeah, to be fair, Trump did do that, but Trump's also just a maniac.
Yeah, he's the most like unconventional.
And again, I think that's part of it too. I think that's part of it where it's like they pick and choose these good times to do bad shit to make you hate the other side. And they want your ideology to be group-based because we are social creatures. We are social creatures. That is a fact. That is an undeniable fact. We're social creatures. And the easiest way to manipulate that is taking people and grouping them into separate groups so that way they don't feel alone. And now what happens is people blindly follow ideology created by people that specifically create this ideology to go against another type of ideology. So now that way you are just looking at them. You are hating on them.
Yeah.
You think they are the issue, and you don't think the people controlling everything on your side are the issue, when in reality they're all buds. They fuck with each other, Well,
they're all in the same group. I mean,
they're all in the same group.
I will say this, like, just to your point, and maybe we'll get off like we'll get back on like more current, stuff, just because we're talking a lot, which is fine. We can talk about whatever we want, but like you mentioned, like Trump and Hillary, like that first election, the best thing Trump did was like point to everyone in the room and go, "Yeah, I give money to all these guys on stage, like during the Republican primary." Because that's the truth. Is like what the people that in the room, the money is who decides who will be president. Like whoever has the most money, or usually whoever has the most money in their campaign is going to be president, right? And when it doesn't happen, it is very shocking when it doesn't happen. Like Trump in the last election, he had the most money. He had billionaires supporting him.
Yeah, big tech billionaires.
All right, and he won.
And a lot of people try to argue that, oh, well, he didn't spend anything on campaigning. Didn't spend a dime. You'd have to be such an idiot to think that.
Well, I mean, 2016, he was self-funded.
Yeah, he was self-funded.
Yeah.
With, like, the most money ever.
He was a billionaire.
Billionaire.
He wanted to be president.
Literally.
Yeah, he wanted to be president because he was like, he wanted to be president.
That's why something I feel like is really important when it comes to people deciding who they vote for. If you actually believe in change for the good, you need to vote for people who are have good financial integrity. You need to. You have to. Because if you don't, if you're voting for someone who is bad, who's financially bad, I'm saying this like an idiot. Fuck.
If you don't have money, you
if you're voting for people who get their money in sketchy ways, in shitty ways, like you should realize immediately that you're voting for somebody who's probably running for the power and money in the first place. When if you vote
Yeah.
for somebody who's got good financial integrity, why are they running? Because they probably actually want to make a change. You know, there's only like a select few politicians that actually have good financial integrity. You don't have to agree with them. You know, like AOC is one of them. I don't really
Yeah.
like AOC's views.
That's true.
I like stricter immigration. I'm cool with immigration. Like I like legal immigration, and I like capping immigration so that way we don't just become overrun. Um, and she's pretty loose with immigration, and she's got very like liberal views and whatnot. And as you can see, because she's probably going to run for president, she's becoming much more centrist, which is always a thing that they do. Same with Gavin Newsom.
He's the king of like empty suit.
Yeah,
He's like there's no like opinion he doesn't agree with.
yeah.
Like when
yeah.
Oh my God.
But
Yeah.
so there's her. There's James Tallarico from Texas. He's one of my favorite politicians. He has a 100% of his campaigning comes from small donations, which means his campaigning comes from people who genuinely believe in him and give him just a little bit of money. A small donation is technically under $200. And 100% of his campaign money came from that.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Just a bunch of people coming together, giving him like $20 here,
Yeah.
$30 here, $10, $5, whatever it is. And that's important because these politicians are actually going to try to make a change for the better through what they believe. James Tallarico is also a Democrat, but he's not as like liberal as AOC is. Then you look at people like Thomas Massey. He's also very he's got good financial integrity. His isn't as good as theirs. I like Massey the best, opinion wise. His isn't even as good as theirs because he has some money in stocks.
Yeah.
He takes a very little amount of corporate PAC. He actually hasn't in years though, but he used to take corporate PAC money, which you don't want to see that in politicians. And I'm glad that he hasn't in a long time because he is my favorite.
I was gonna say, like, when you mentioned like, oh, you want to vote for someone like, say, for president, that is like a good financial standing and something like that. And
Right.
and immediately I thought, I was like, damn, like the problem is that every politician gets filthy rich from being a politician, from getting kickbacks
Right.
and stock options, and are privy to information that we aren't as consumers,
Right. Right.
because they're in like subcommittees that are like, Thomas Massey could be in a subcommittee for the military, like weapons or something like that, and he could hear that the government has a contract with Boeing, and he knows for a fact that Boeing stock is going to go through the roof because they have a 5-year contract to buy 500 ballistic missiles from them.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, all right, and you just go ahead and buy that, or you
Yeah.
have your wife buy it or something like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's kind of the problem, is that even Trump, like, Trump is not exactly like the most, like, I mean, he's an entertainer, really, for most part, but
Yeah.
he's a guy that's like, he's gone bankrupt, he's like not paid contractors, he's done all sorts of stuff, but yeah, he is like independently wealthy. He doesn't need anyone's money. But also at the same time, I mean, the guy's made a shit ton of money being president.
Well, that's the thing is like you can't like he's taken so much money from lobbyist groups. He's obviously done insider trading, very obvious with his kids too,
Trump coin.
including with crypto. Yeah, like he's got bad financial integrity.
Yeah.
And like you really want to vote for the people with good financial integrity because their means of becoming what they're trying to become is most likely not going to be to make a bunch of money because they could have did that already.
True.
They could have did that already. Like you take a guy running for president.
Our good friend in the chat says big oil, which is absolutely right.
Yeah.
I mean, why are we doing all this stuff with the international stuff? Why are we going down to Venezuela?
Yeah, exactly.
Why do we
for
want
oil?
Why do we want Iran?
And I like having
But that
oil. Oil is obviously used in pretty much everything.
I mean,
if you link it back, it's the whole reason we have a podcast right now is it's running the electricity. It's like oil is very important.
Yeah. Every piece of plastic here.
Yeah. Yeah. And now they're finding out there's this one guy, I forget where he's from. It might be from Africa. I don't know though.
We're going there next.
And he discovered how to make fuel from plastic.
Yeah, I can
So
see that.
we got to keep our eye on that guy, make sure nobody comes to hurt him, because
They're gonna kill him, and then they're gonna steal his technology,
yeah,
and then they're gonna use it for themselves.
yeah, and then they're also gonna hide it from the public.
Of course, because you
But,
need to buy. Excuse me, you need to go to Target, Jason, Vito, and buy and buy as much plastic crap as possible.
Yeah,
All right, because if you don't, the economy will tank. Also, Mr. President, the bank needs $1 trillion.
yeah.
Thank you, Alan Greenspan. Thank you for that. And you know, and all right, let's see here. Well, we got another. Do you guys believe in? What does that say?
You guys
Poppy
believe in
Middle
the
East?
Poppy Middle East theories?
What do you mean? Are you talking about the father, George H.W.? Or are you talking about like the poppy fields in the Middle East, like where they make heroin?
No.
Because there's a little bit of that. I mean, I would think if he's talking about heroin, then yeah. I mean, our government probably is involved in some kind of heroin production.
Sure. Yeah, 100%.
And if you're talking about maybe like Poppy Bush, for instance, if you want to, we'll go back into history. Eventually, we're gonna get to opium. Yeah, opium. Yeah, I mean, of course, we're involved in that. You know,
Oh, 100%.
like how could we not be? I mean, like we're sitting there, we're going to war with these people to protect both those poppy
I need
fields.
to put this
Right.
away. So I hope the mic's not picking that up.
Yeah, it probably is a little bit, but it's all right. We went to Afghanistan and the Middle East and everything like that to obviously go for that oil, right?
Yeah.
There's a multitude of reasons. You know, you could really even go back to the 70s, right? So in the 70s, this actually all ties into right now, right? In 1979, what happens? The Shah of Iran, there was a king of Iran, right?
Right.
And he leaves, abdicates the throne, leaves, and the Ayatollah shows up, the religious fundamentalist leader.
Yeah.
And so Afghanistan sees this, and they're like, "Shit, man," you know. And this is when Saddam Hussein's vice president of Afghanistan. And he's like, "Shit, man, you know, should we get in there and like do something about this?" And then they, again, I could be botching this trip completely, but then they don't. They end up not invading and everything like that, and they end up fighting a Gulf War. For some, I don't really exactly remember the reason, but Bush went in there and beat Saddam Hussein, and basically like put him in his place a little bit. In the 90s, Saddam had like the fourth largest army in the world, right?
Yeah.
They were like becoming a big deal. They're going to become like the main power in the Middle East, and we were like boys with Saddam and whatnot. You know, like it was all good.
Yeah, we were boys with Saddam.
We were boys, you know, we were cool with him, you know, for like a little bit. We're never really friends with anyone. That's what you have to know. The number one thing about America is that we're really not unless you're like a Western European Caucasian country of some kind. Like for the most part, we're not really like friends with you. But yeah, and then and then 9/11 happens, and then we have to, and that's a perfect excuse to get in there and kill them.
Yeah.
And take that oil and get those poppy fields and stuff like that. Because George.
And what's great too is there's not even a single tie to them from 9/11.
No. It was a group
There's
of
a lot
like,
of ties to a different place.
There is. It was a group of. Well, I mean, they were obviously the terrorists were. They were like together in like Pakistan. Like that's where they planned 9/11. So it was like a group of Pakistanis, Egyptians, Afghanistan, like a bunch of random like brown dudes basically. And they all like met up in Pakistan. They're like, "We're gonna fucking do this," and they fucking took it over with box cutters, bro. Like and the thing is that like yeah, like even like there was people like I'm pretty sure it was Afghani or Israeli intelligence that like told us like this is probably gonna happen, and George W. Bush was like, "No, don't worry about it, Daddy. Should I let this happen?" You know, that'd be the perfect excuse to get in there and make sure the poppy fields and all that sweet oil is protected.
Yeah.
So yeah, let it happen.
And I love that.
And I love that oil. Bitch, you
love
cooking?
that oil.
That's my favorite Chappelle. Chappelle shit.
Yeah.
Black Bush. So good. He's like, "What do you oil?"
You know, like there's the saying that what is it? It's like if the government could do something, they probably do it.
Mm.
And we're talking about as messed up as you want to think. There's probably some place where they're doing experiments with live people that could have been born for the experiments.
Bro, we had to admit to the UN during the war on terror that we were torturing people.
Yeah.
That was like our big thing,
Yeah,
where it was
yeah.
like we had Guantanamo Bay, where we were capturing and like torturing terrorists.
Yeah.
Trump, when he first showed up, what was he doing? He was sending people to like El Salvador. There's this boy in El Salvador. He's like, I got a prison for these guys. Let's fucking. What do you think they're doing? They're having a fucking tea party. Like, they're sending them down there to be tortured. Like,
Yeah.
and even like, listen, we are both patriots. I think everyone who is watching the show and watches our program loves America, but we got to be realistic here. Like, no great power in this world is innocent and has their hands clean. We are going to have
100%.
concentration camps. We are going to bomb a random person's wedding because we think one terrorist is going to be there. We're going to kill 50 people for one guy. We've done that.
Well, see, the thing is too is that I don't even believe that it's just to kill the one guy. I think it's to again, this is another thing that I feel like is just completely propagated, where they want to start wars with places that they can benefit from. It's not even about the guy that they want to try to kill or something.
Mm.
It's about starting some kind of war or doing something terrible to basically gain from it. That's like the whole thing. That's the whole thing. They just want to gain. It doesn't matter how corrupt it is, how terrible it is. Like, look, if you look at, like you say, like concentration camps, it's like they just mask it as something else, you know, as some sort of a prison or whatever. When really that's probably what it is, and they're probably doing things there to try to gain information, try to gain some sort of new method to use against people to gain. It's all about gain. It's always all about gain, and they do that so much with war.
I mean, sometimes
look at Venezuela. That's like such a perfect example. Like,
Yeah.
if you think we took Maduro because of drugs, like, you just have no idea what's going on.
Of course not. We took it
All
because
wars are propagated by governments for governments, despite what's best for the individual. It has nothing to do with the individual. It 100% has to do with gain of power.
Not to get off topic, but isn't it crazy that like we captured Maduro like 3 weeks ago, and I literally forgot about it already.
Yeah, dude.
The U.S. went in and captured the lead, like the president of Venezuela, and I was just like, oh yeah.
Well, that's actually
Like,
something they do
I
nowadays.
just forgot about it.
The CIA, you could look into this. This is like completely true. The CIA pushes certain types of memes and posts, joke posts, or just serious posts in general, all over social media. They control what becomes popular for a lot of things, and they do that to wear you out. They specifically do that, like Charlie Kirk's a good example. The whole Kirkification and everything. They do that to wear you out so you forget. You look at Venezuela, think of all the Maduro and Trump memes that they made. They do it because it wears you out, and then you just forget about it.
Just gonna grab something right here.
Yeah.
Just gonna grab this right here.
Yeah, they want to wear you out, so that way you kind of just like forget about it, because they have intentions that they don't want you to know about behind doing these things.
Well, I mean, it's a form of mind control. I mean, you know, you look at like how prevalent. Look at how prevalent. I should have grabbed something. Should have grabbed something. You look at how prevalent like TV was in like the '60s and stuff like that, and like, you know, realistically, like, what is television? What is like looking at your phone on Instagram all day, every single day? That's mind control.
Yeah,
that's mind control. So like they were trying out, like we know about the ones they tried where it's like MK Ultra. Like, gave a guy 100 tabs of acid. Would he go insane? And the answer is yes. He'd go insane. If he had 100 tabs of acid, you would lose your mind completely.
Wow.
That's like in World War II, the Japanese would capture like a bunch of Chinese people.
Yeah.
And then they would you know, like fill up a whole chamber full of like napalm and see if the guy would live. like they would do like horrific experiments. Like, let's see if we cut the guy's eyes out if he lives.
Yeah.
There's an endless Chinese people. That's how they hate each other.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine
course.
if like Canada did that to us.
Yeah.
We would hate them.
Imagine they pulled up and they're like, all right, we're gonna take this guy and if we chop his hands off
Yeah.
and put on someone else's hands,
So let's see what happens.
would it work? Would he be able to use those other hands? I
Yeah.
wonder.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, and then he dies of fucking
Yeah, infection or something like that.
yeah, some sort of sick,
Because you're just getting
terrible infection.
yeah, just dumbass shit, bro. Like, yeah, no, I mean, no, but they were the CIA and all them were able to figure out through TV, through osmosis, through like mass media manipulation,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Um, they're able to mind control. So, I mean, that's what every think about it. What does a dictator do first to consolidate power? Like, what is the first thing you have to do? You have to control the media.
Yeah.
Putin did it immediately when he was elected in 2000. He was like, "I'm putting the two big Russian media stations under state control immediately." Immediately got the oligarchs that own them and locked it down so that he was like in charge of the narrative from day one.
Yeah.
Same with fucking same country, Stalin. Stalin did the same thing.
Yeah.
It's newspapers, but
Look at Venezuela. Maduro, Hugo Chavez, they did that.
of course,
Um,
that's what you want to do, and that's what Trump would. That's what Trump would love to do.
They do it in America. They just don't do it based off of one person.
No.
They just do it by both parties. So many people don't realize that. It pisses me off, man.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're doing the same here, but their goal isn't to make one guy seem like the best. It's to split us because the easiest way to conquer is to divide first. Divide and conquer. This is what I've been saying this entire podcast. It's what they want. Divide and conquer.
Yeah.
It's the simplest way to take control of people and have them not look at the terrible things that you do. And again, like it's just not about like they don't care about us, dude. They don't care about the average American person. They don't want us to they don't want to like give us like all their money so that we could prosper, and they don't want to think that like, oh, they work for us. They want to just become as powerful as they can, whether it's on an individual aspect, like one guy's trying to just gain all the money and power for himself, or on a whole government aspect of we have the strongest government. They will take money from us so that the government is stronger.
I think that what happens is that even in like the 1880s and whatnot, like there was people that were really afraid that the United States would become like the United Corporations of America. I mean, like a country where basically it's all about serving the purpose of the corporations. I think that's exactly what pretty much happened. I think that if there's one fear that's truly come true in this country is that if you have enough money, you have the ear of the president. I mean, truly. I mean, like Jamie Dimon, Mark Zuckerberg, and Elon Musk can call Trump at any point and have his ear on a subject if they're concerned enough.
Yeah, a big issue that we have is that the capital controls everything.
Yeah.
Capital controls everything, and that includes the laws that are supposedly supposed to protect our rights.
Mm.
And it just doesn't. It protects the rich people's rights. And I'm not going to sit here and say that like no one deserves to be rich. But what I am going to say is that rich people don't deserve to buy their way into government powers and control what happens with the regular person because of that. Or what happens with foreign affairs or anything like that.
Well, the problem is that, like, we were talking to this on the phone yesterday. I was like, bro, like, if you're Mark Zuckerberg, right, and you own Facebook and Instagram, right, that is like the two, like, pillars of like, thought we're to generations where it's like if you have Facebook, that's all the boomers, that's all the old people, and you have Instagram, that's us, that's our age.
And then Elon Musk has Twitter.
And Elon Musk has Twitter. So, and that's worldwide. That's just not America.
Yeah,
that's worldwide. So you really
worldwide.
don't care that much about if America's doing well or not. You care more about Facebook because Facebook has a GDP that outdoes every country in Africa, most countries in Eastern Europe and in Asia. And you don't really care if the country's doing well or not. You just care about getting the best deal for you and your shareholders and stuff like that, and keeping everyone else happy. Because realistically, like you're like, hey, if the country's a shithole, I don't really care because I'm a billionaire. I can pick up and go anywhere I want.
Yeah,
you have billions of you can basically get it if you really wanted to. The guy could literally probably assemble a small army.
Oh yeah,
and just go and buy an island,
dude, and this perfectly
and just completely run Facebook from
an island. Huh.
That's what these fucking guys do, bro.
No, this perfectly goes back to what I was saying too, where it's like the government works with these rich people because the capital controls everything, and that's not even just like America.
Yeah,
there's aspects of that in most countries. Some people argue that China, the capital doesn't control the government. It's like, yeah, that's great, but they have complete they have a complete authoritarian government where like one guy can make all the decisions, and the people
Oh,
aren't actually free.
it's insane.
When the people try to riot and they try to protest, they just get killed in the streets by the military, and
Yeah.
then they just cover it right up. Like we don't want that. I'd rather I'd rather live in a corrupt society of rich people running shit than if I want to go protest, I just get shot in the face and nobody cares. Um,
No, literally.
that
I mean,
being
like,
said, that's why too I hate when people argue for other systems besides capitalism, because I understand the hate for capitalism, because capitalism obviously can become corrupt pretty easily, right?
Yeah.
But you forget about human nature. There will always be corruption. In socialism, in communism, authoritarianism, totalitarianism, and in capitalism, there will always be corruption. And capitalism is the only one where you have a chance to make things better for yourself and your family and your friends. It's the only one.
I mean, like, we're obviously slowly discovering that, like, we've talked about this in the past on this, like, like we all like capitalism on like paper and everything like that. Like, I want to determine, where I'm headed, and if it's about me and it's all on me, I want it to be 100%. My input is my output. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But we're obviously seeing that like the model of today's world is this like amalgamation of things. I mean, China is a communist nation on paper, but has the most powerful companies under its thumb, under its authoritarian thumb. So it's like this like we were just talking about, this top-down rule where the Chinese president or the party secretary, whatever it's called, he is basically like almost personally overseeing all of the major Chinese companies, and they're following in lockstep, where they want to go. And in this country, it's kind of like that as well, but it's in the reverse position where the corporations are on top and they're telling the government what they want to see. That's the problem. Like if maybe like, and China is the biggest economy in the world, realistically. Like it probably has beaten us by now. But China has a vision about where they want to go, right? And their vision is not going to end with Xi Jinping. There's going to be another guy that steps in that wants to continue the work. And the philosophy is kind of the same, where it's like, we want to make sure China is beating America. We want to make sure that we are building shit. And we want to make sure that our citizens are being kind of like lifted out of this like hundreds of years of poverty that they've suffered through already. In America, the corporations control the presidency, they control the entire government, but they know that the next guy that comes in, it can be completely different philosophy. It could be, like you said, President AOC or President Gavin Newsom, and he could be like, I'm actually raising the corporate tax. And then they go, all right, fuck it, never mind, we're not doing shit. We're gonna pull it all back, and we don't care if it hurts the American people, normal ass people. We don't care if wages go down, gas goes up.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. And that's why we're in this position we're in right now. That's why we're in a position where people go to the grocery store and they're like, bro, like, I can't even buy food.
Yeah.
If I fucking break my leg, I might as well just like kiss my house goodbye.
Yeah.
Like that's just like that's the world we live in, and it's like,
and see, like, a lot of people might take what you said and be like, oh, well, like, then capitalism is the issue because China's communist and the government is above the big businesses. But the issue is that China's communism, their leaders are very corrupt because it's human nature. There will always be a form of corruption.
Of course.
That
you know what it is?
That being said,
I'm going to give you a story real quick.
Sure.
Because I just got done listening to this book. It's really great. It's a really great book on China. It just came out recently called Breakneck. It's called Breakneck. And it just basically goes about how China is like this total, they're like this complete and total engineering society where they're building at a breakneck speed. They can't stop building. They can't. They have to, they will, any problem that they have, they're like, well, we just got to build another bridge. I mean, just got to build another bridge so the peasants can walk across it and get food. That would be their answer to like a starvation problem.
Yeah.
So the book kind of goes about it where like obviously Xi Jinping isn't running every single province of China. He's not running like Guangzhou and Shanghai and Hong Kong. He's not doing all that. But there are like managers that have similar aspirations of Xi Jinping where they're like, I want to be like the big player who's like getting all these works projects involved and everything like that. And what happens is that sometimes they do misappropriate the money.
Yeah.
And if you misappropriate the money in China as a politician, you go to fucking jail.
Yeah, dude.
You go to jail. Does this ever happen in this country? Have we ever seen a politician actually even voted out if they mismanage the money? Hold accountable.
No.
No. So that's the interesting thing to me where I'm like, damn, they're so about it. They're so like dedicated to their project that if you mess it up, you're like publicly shamed and you go to prison. And sometimes killed.
Yeah.
Sometimes killed.
Now, I don't know if you feel that's a good thing or not.
No, I don't. I
I
don't
think-
feel that's a
yeah,
good
I
thing.
was
But
gonna-
I just
I was gonna say it's a bad thing in my head, but also you can't always believe too what they put on China because first of all, we don't know. We're not there.
no. This is a
We're
public
not
story.
Chinese.
This is a real
No,
story.
I know this is a real story. I'm sure, yeah. But what I'm saying is like you never fully know unless you're there, unless you see it happening. You always have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And on top of that too, you got to realize how many times has China been caught lying about anything? There's a
Oh.
lot of Chinese people you could find on Reddits that have gotten their way through like actual global internet and not just like the fake Chinese internet. And on different forums that talk about how like yeah, like we get all this hype for building so much, but what we build a lot of times is terrible and it fails and it crashes and like
Well, yeah,
like a bridge is a great example. It's like
Yeah.
oh we built 20 bridges and only 10 of them collapsed.
Yeah.
And it's like oh and then we build another and like people there are like very upset about it. But to go back to what we were talking about before with this, where it's like I'm not going to defend China because communism, though on paper some people might find attractive, never works out because of human nature and the corruption.
Oh no.
What?
The video ended. Hold on, it's all right,
It's
guys.
supposed to be 10 hours.
I don't know what happened here. It's okay.
Um,
Keep going.
in China, if you do one thing that the government doesn't like as a business, they might kill you. In America, the government is kneeling to your feet if you're a big business. And neither of these things are really good. You know,
No, but it's
what's safe
yeah.
in America that's not safe in China is that you can come from nothing, even if the odds are small. You can come from nothing and build yourself up and escape the issues that you have, at least for money. And you can't do that in any other society besides a capitalistic society. And that's really important. It's not about which one is actually the best because they're all going to have corruption. It's about which one do you have the best chances of having a safe, good livelihood. And like people like never talk about the human factor. There's always going to be bad people. There's always going to be bad things.
I think there's a good argument for that. You can't have too much of both. I think that's what we're obviously learning because China wasn't always like the way it is now.
But yeah, they're like, how
You
old
know?
is China? Like how many thousands of years?
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about even just China, like in the last 60, 70, 80 years.
right.
You know, because like we're dealing with a government that just came into power in 1949.
Mhm.
You know, the communist revolution happened in the 40s
Yeah.
after World War II. And obviously, like they don't even count that. They talk about even in China, like they talk about the thousands of years of China. They talk about the first emperor of China, like they talk about the Qing dynasty and the Mongols and everything like that. They talk about all of Chinese history for the most part.
Yeah.
But I think that I don't think either one is like good or bad per se. And our friend in the chat here is bringing up individualism versus collectivism.
Yeah.
There is a argument that there is too much of either side.
Yes,
right?
100%.
Because if you're so
100%.
individualistic, for instance, like if big business is allowed to run buckshot over everybody, what do you get? You get kind of the situation we're in now, where you have giant businesses that crush small businesses, right?
Yeah.
And what is freedom at the end of the day? What is freedom? I've said this a million times. Do we have freedom to afford our groceries? Do we have freedom to start a business? Do you have freedom to be able to go out, invest your money, and it not be treated like a casino because a banker lost and you won?
Right.
That is freedom in a sense. And those are all things America is completely and utterly guilty of. We completely allow bankers to treat the stock market like a casino. Amazon is allowed to create prices on groceries because they deliver so many groceries now. And starting a business right now is impossible because the barriers to entry are so tall that you cannot break through in the current system, right? And that is because of hyper.
Let me say this.
Go
Too.
ahead.
The collectivism versus individualism is really a good point because it's like people forget we don't have to choose just one. You don't.
That's my point.
Imagine.
That's
I
my
know. I
point,
know.
yeah.
I know. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where you didn't have two big parties that are so obsessed with their ideology that they have to stick to it 100% and was open to actually learn and open to try to make things better in the middle. I don't want to sit here and be like one of these guys where it's like both parties are equally evil,
Mhm.
because there's a lot of aspects of both parties that are evil, and what determines how evil they are is really kind of just up to you. But what I will say is, like, imagine the market wasn't entirely free. And imagine the government did help us out in certain ways that would help the average person, but didn't do it too much so that all of our tax money is going to things that does not benefit the average person. Like, as of right now, the market is too free where billionaires are just up top. They're number one. They can do whatever the fuck they want and no one can really do too much about it. They destroy small business. They have a complete monopoly on like most of the essential businesses.
Yeah.
And then you see like the bits that we have of like the government trying to help people, and it goes to corrupt systems. Like the welfare system is pretty corrupt right now. There's a lot of issues with it. There's like such a high percentage of people that take advantage of it. I'd like for my tax money to help people that are actually in need, but so much of it goes to people who aren't actually in need and just abuse the system.
But all right,
And
let
then
me
also
just
big
interrupt you for
businesses-
real quick.
Yeah,
The government is giving these corporations so much of that welfare as well, though.
yeah.
They get corporate subsidies from the government. I mean, that's the problem, is that we have a government that's so big and bloated that
Yeah.
we're helping poor people, and then we're also helping the super rich elite people.
Yeah, and this
So
and
that's
this
why
this only hurts the like middle class,
Yeah,
or close
that's-
to middle class.
Exactly. That's who's getting crushed. That's who's really getting crushed right in the middle, is the
Yeah.
middle class. Because like, if you're a guy that's just like making money, like a regular amount of income, even like just let's say if you're a guy making $100,000, all right, and that's a lot of money, you're still getting squeezed a lot, bro. Like
Yeah.
to try to buy a house and try to have groceries and try to have a family, everything like that, you're getting squeezed out so bad because everything is just super expensive and stuff like that. And the problem is that corporations are allowed to kind of do whatever they want, basically set these prices and keep raising them, so much so that you'll never be competitive in the marketplace. You'll never
Yeah.
be a big business. You'll never be a business owner because you're completely locked out of that, because the business license, trying to get a spot, trying to break in, like, and you're at the mercy of these people. If you want to have a business, say if you want to sell like stickers or something like that, you have to go on Amazon and sell the stickers, right? And if Amazon doesn't like what you're doing and doesn't like even the message you're sending or how you do business, they can just take you off. So
Yeah.
they completely control all the levers
Yeah.
of it. So like, that's what I mean.
And what bothers me too is that, like, so many people that have picked their side of ideology really have an issue of choosing what problems they want to focus on and have taken care of. And that's ridiculous to me, because I feel like we should all work together to battle all the problems. Obviously, there's problems with big billionaires.
This is the collectivism.
Yeah. Well,
We're
no,
gonna
this isn't-
rally up people.
This isn't
and then we're
collectivism,
gonna-
because collectivism is more like basically everyone coming together and sharing entirely. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. But what I will say is that imagine billionaires couldn't own basically all the money. We could give them a lot of money. They're billionaires for a reason.
Yeah.
They could have a lot of money, but we should take some of that money and disperse it to the people who help those billionaires, which is basically the middle class. And then, like, there's so much fraud too. Like, a hot topic recently has been like the Somali fraud and all that. And it's like, people are like, oh, well, that's just sorry. People are just like, oh, well, that's racist and whatnot. And it's like, well, there's probably truth to it too. And it's like, why are we not? It's if it's really like the $8 billion they're talking about, billions of dollars.
Look at that kid Nick Shirley.
I think he's kind of a doofus in a plane. He's like
The guy who showed me before. Yep. What was this guy? Caligula?
yeah, clavic, whatever. Yeah, he's also
Caligula? That guy is a bonehead.
Yeah.
And then this kid's a bonehead. But at least he's bringing up a kind of a good point.
Yeah, no, like yeah,
He's a bonehead. He's a bonehead. That's the problem. He's just
it's entertainment, dude. It's not about actually fixing the problem. It's the entertainment aspect of it. But imagine we lived in a world where we took care of the billionaires and the fact that they control all the money and everything, And we also took care of the fraud, and we all just came together and was like, yeah, let's work on all the issues because all these issues are important. They're all worth billions of dollars. Literally, like, dude, I saw the other day that the United States,
It made
the United States,
Tim
listen to
Walz
this,
drop
bro.
out.
Listen to this.
How
bro.
crazy is that?
I know Tim Walz is also just like such an idiot, dude. In 2021, I believe, Tim Walz passed a law that made it so that if a vehicle starts driving towards any form of officer of the law, that gives the right to the
He's
officer.
been there. Can you believe him and Gavin Newsom have been there this like whole time with
Yeah,
like
dude.
Trump? They've all
Dude,
been
dude.
around for the
No,
last like
listen to this, though. Listen
fucking
to this.
12 goddamn years, 8 years,
He
12
passed
years.
a law that made it so that if someone in a vehicle drives towards a law enforcement, the law enforcement has the immediate right to pretty much just kill them. And then that happens, even though I'm not saying that he was trying to hit him. I do think that Renee
What
Good
the fuck?
was specifically trying to run, and she should not have been killed. Rest in peace to her. But what's crazy to me is he makes a law like that, and then that happens, and then he's like, and then he's also pulling like a fucking. He's telling the people to get out there and protest and whatnot, while he sees that a lot of the protesting is becoming somewhat violent. And it's like you can't do that as a politician. You cannot have that much power and influence and add wood to the fire, man. You can't do that. That's dangerous. That's a bad thing to do. You need to say that we should protest peacefully. Their police chief had to come out and say, like, you guys are getting violent. This is starting to get to a point where it's a little too much. And it's like, what are we doing here? Like, how is, and yeah, obviously he dropped out of governor. Like, I don't know. It's crazy to me when people are like, oh, I like that guy. It's like, he's a dude. He's an empty bag of chips. He's like the same as Gavin Newsom or Marco Rubio, where if any of them became president.
They have no sauce, bro.
They've got an empty bag of chips.
They got nothing.
They're an empty bag of chips. And the government, the people that work around him are going to put the chips in the bag.
I call them a Lay's. I call them a Plays.
Lay's because chips.
Yeah, a Lay's classic chip, bro. It's just all air, bro. Little bit of chips, mostly air. That's what it is. It's a yellow shit bag, bro. Yeah. Like that's what it is. They got nothing. They don't stand on anything. They've all been there doing nothing.
Dude,
this
you
whole
said no
time.
sauce, and I'm thinking about classic Lay's chips are really good with sour cream and onion dip. You need the dip. You need something there.
So Trump has dip.
No. Trump Trump is like a bag of just like.
How about George
shit.
Floyd getting killed, like less than a mile away from the same broad? I saw that, I was like, wow, they are really running out of ideas. These people.
How about that? Wasn't Charlie Kirk killed on the same? Or no, Charlie Kirk and George Floyd have the same birthday.
It's my dad's birthday as well.
Oh man,
they're all October 14th, bro. It's crazy. The Floyd man. If someone discovered that, they're like, no.
They probably linked it to Israel somehow.
Why don't we have a new Mount Rushmore where it's Epstein, Charlie Kirk, George Floyd, Renee Good.
Renee Good, yeah.
Get them all up there.
That monument would be destroyed in like 3 minutes of it being put up. They'd be like, all right, we
get them all up, bro.
And then maybe the country will come together and we'll just destroy it out of pure hatred. But it's just like
we all just start shooting.
The left is destroying Charlie Kirk, and destroying Epstein. The left and the right would destroy Epstein, and then the right would be destroying George Floyd and destroying Renee Good, and then like they're all gonna be like, yeah, like we hate each other.
Yeah, we hate this, and then they just start shooting.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be a giant battle.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
why not? Anyone who would show up to that, they deserve to die. You kidding me?
That's what I'd be saying. Like where it's like, bro, like what are people do? People put themselves in situations where they could die pretty easily, and then people are like think of it this way too. Imagine with Renee Good. If the cop did get hit and he died from it, or well, he did get lightly. I mean, he got bruised, bro.
Yeah, he
literally got bruised, bro. Imagine the cop did die from it.
Bro saw a kill streak when he fucking shot that dude.
Like, why?
Like the way.
Why are you standing in front of the car, bro? What are you doing? How stupid do you have to be?
Yeah, they're not.
You're with an agitator.
Yeah.
And your guys are about to arrest her. Oh, let me stand in front of her.
And your one boy's on the side of the car, like right next to her. You know what I mean? And
How stupid do you have to? It's
I mean,
literally, it
these
was
guys
like,
don't really have that.
that
I don't think these guys have
situation
very good
is just
training. To be
pure
honest with you.
stupidity.
Yeah.
Pure stupidity, and it's ridiculous. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. And then they use it to like rev up the Friars, bro, and get everyone pissed off at each other. And it's like, you guys are idiots. You guys, like, the masses are genuinely idiots. And I know I was telling you this.
The test.
I know I was, no, I don't even care about that. Just this statement in general is
I
true.
thought we were gonna get to the voting test.
I mean, like, maybe we will, but let me explain something.
All right.
Let me explain something. The masses are stupid. And I said this to you yesterday, and you were kind of like, I don't know how much I follow. The masses are stupid. Stupidity is significantly more dangerous than evil. Evil can be deconstructed and broken down. Stupidity cannot be. You cannot take a stupid person and change their mind. There's no reasoning. Nothing. So when stupidity controls who gets into power, then you're fucked because the stupidity likes it. But if it's just evil and you have non-stupid people who kind of control the power, they could deconstruct the evil. And like, the masses are genuinely so fucking stupid, dude.
How does the masses deconstruct evil though?
Well, there's a couple different ways. There's revolution.
Let me ask you. Before you answer that, let me ask
Yeah.
you this: what is what evil are you speaking of exactly? Like devilish evil, like
Well, I'm
what,
saying like
protesting, like
well,
or, like,
imagine like
doing drugs or something like that, drinking.
no. It's just like, imagine like a good example is like evil government. How many evil governments are there that have been taken out, changed? Think of like, you could even think of like the United States wanted freedom from Britain.
Yeah.
So they did that because they felt like that government was not a part of who they are and what they wanted to be.
But
So that's deconstructing it. They gained their freedom.
Yeah.
But now,
Are you talking like
if the American people were like stupid at the time, like as a whole,
you don't think that would happen?
No.
Well, the thing is that I don't know if you can look this up. You might want to look this up, but because this could be wrong. Apparently, only like 3% of the colonists were in the continental army. You mean?
No.
So under like George Washington, so only 3% of the people here actually turned over and created a new country. You know what I mean?
That makes sense to me. I literally just said that masses are stupid.
But you were just saying that
It takes a
America.
powerful group.
You were just saying
individuals.
that America back then was smart enough to like revolt and make America as a whole. But I'm saying my point is that only a small percentage of those people. There's only a small percentage of bros that wrote the Constitution and made the country.
Right.
It was just, I mean, there was also like chicks here, and there's women, black people, like Hispanic people, all sorts of kinds of people that were there that were just not involved in making the country. And it's just a small percentage of them. Yeah. So, I mean, is what you're saying throughout all time that all the masses are stupid, then yes. Like, probably.
First of all, yes. I would say that the majority of people throughout history, not even that they're like stupid, but they're blind. Again, it's the fact that we're social. They blindly follow in groups. But it takes the individuals who are smart enough to not blindly follow to make good change. That's why, like, the masses is like a scary thing, because it's like you got all these people riled up against each other because they are propagated.
Yeah, they're able to hypnotise.
They're not,
that's what I was saying about
smart.
I was saying about TV, bro. Like, how do you think all these people like fucking end up voting for Trump? This time.
Yeah,
they get them riled up and brainwash them through TV.
And watch the next election.
And Instagram.
Watch the next election when Gavin Newsom probably wins.
You're gonna be blown away how many people are like cheering on JD Vance in 2020. Like, yeah. Like, idiots with signs holding it, Vance, or fucking, or Newsom or something like that. And you're just going to be like, these guys are like the biggest pieces of shit going.
Yeah.
Like, truly, just
and that's
idiots,
that's why stupidity is more dangerous than evil. Because now imagine, obviously the economy is becoming harsher and harsher in like the middle class. Imagine the smartest middle classmen came together and actually tried to do something. They probably could. It's happened throughout history many times.
Yeah, I mean, people
even
do that
if
all
it's
the time,
2%, 3%. Yeah, but it takes. This is something else. People.
Let me ask you something.
Wait, let me say this.
Okay.
So people really don't realize too how long it takes It takes a very, very, very long time. I'm talking generations. I'm not talking 20 years. I'm talking hundreds of years for this kind of change to come forth. And people get turned off by that and they give up. And that's pretty sad. You know, there's the great quote: "A man who plants the seed of a tree, knowing he'll never sit in the shade of the tree, knows the best parts of life." What?
I don't know. I was just like, I was just listening to the quote. I was like, yeah,
It's true though.
Yeah.
No, that's completely true though. A man that plants the seed of a tree that knows he's not going to sit in the shade of it is probably a good man and he knows what he's doing. Look at like you could look at like the history of Christianity. I'm not saying like I'm not saying I'm using this as an example. This isn't like, oh, religion's the answer or anything. But what Jesus preached didn't fully come into power. We used to live in a Christian world at one point.
we still do. We're very Protestant.
Well, yeah,
Protestant.
yeah,
Every president.
And there's still a lot of it. And this was thousands of years ago.
Hey, you want to hear something
But the
interesting?
power
Wanna hear
didn't take
something
over
interesting?
to like
Just
400 years
pause for
after
it.
his death.
Just pause for a second. Wait, like, want to hear something interesting? We were just talking about the Supreme Court. There's probably been like 2 Jews on the Supreme Court. You know how many Catholics? Just 1. Actually, none. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I don't think there's any Catholic Supreme Court justices. I think they're all Protestant and Jews, and like Baptists. I think. I don't know if I don't know what Thurgood Marshall was, but yeah.
I don't know why you're laughing at the quote though. That's a
I don't know
quote.
if that's the right quote. I think you're saying the wrong thing.
You're
You're like the man who plants the tree will never like see the shade as the wise man or something like that. What'd you say?
No, that's not what I said.
All right, repeat it. Repeat it. I thought
The man who plants the seed to a tree, knowing that he'll never sit in the shade, knows what he's doing. Is pretty much the generalization of the quote. That's not the exact quote.
Okay,
But
that's
that
what I
is
was.
one of those.
That's what I was
one of the
laughing at.
best
I was like,
things-
I don't know if this is like a quote.
No, there is a quote. It's
Yeah,
not, I'm
I
not
know
saying
what
it
you're, I know
word
what
for
you're talking
word.
about, but it's just
That's extremely true. Like these people need to realize that ever since the boomer population, pretty much
Yeah.
in America,
yes. Let's bash the boomers, bro.
these people came in and they had a great economy and the whole thing. My dad was telling me like 2 days ago how like you know what it was in the 60s. What they told you was to pretty much just not care and get high. That was the whole thing. Get high. Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, get out there. And
Who,
get
I'm
high.
not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna vote the right people in for my future kids and their grandkids and their kids. I'm gonna vote for me right now, and that's it. And that's all I care about. And look what they've done. They own all the houses. They own everything. They were selfish. They didn't care about the next generations. And that's a dangerous thing. And it only takes a generation or two to like really fuck shit up. It really only takes a generation or two to like ruin everything. And like that's
Yeah.
how these people thought. They didn't think about the future after their life. They didn't care. We have so many people now that don't care about what happens when they're dead. And not only is that entirely selfish, but it's absurd. It's really really a terrible thing. We need people who are going to be like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to preach this. I'm going to believe in this and push my beliefs because I think 500 years from now, if that stayed true, what I was saying, then things are going to be significantly better than if I didn't. And I may never see it, but that's okay. What'd you put?
Is it the quote?
Did he message more? It's not.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just just letting you go, bro.
But no, what I'm saying is completely true. Be realistic with me. Be realistic with me.
What?
Do you think how the boomers have handled everything?
No, they're idiots, bro.
Yeah.
These
You think it would have been nice?
guys-
You think
these
it would
guys
have been
are-
nice if they were like, oh well, maybe we should take care of the future too.
They ruined the economy. The boomers are the ones that were the bankers that marched to the White House and said, can we have a bailout? We lost all the money because we're playing with everyone's money like it's a casino. Right? It's like your boys are coked up in the casino, and that's how we're running the entire economy. We fucked up. So we went to George W. Bush and Barack Obama and said, can we have some money? Can we have some relief? Because if we don't get this relief, the whole economy is going to fall apart. And it's going to be your fault, Obama. He just got here.
And now you got a bunch of these sheep who
Yeah.
do hate Obama that
Yeah.
like blame him for everything.
They're gonna hate you
It's
regardless.
like, dude, this is your fault, bro. This isn't. This is like this. Obama didn't really do a lot of great things. He did like really fuck up health insurance for a lot of people and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It got fucked.
It's
up,
not directly his fault that the
No.
country's in like a very bad economic stand.
No, he tried his best to save it, bro. Like he was
Like-
he was trying his best to save it.
I don't know if
and
I'd say he was trying his best to save it because again, that
he was,
I
giving a
don't
shit- he was
believe-
he was giving a complete shit scenario. Imagine like a Lehman Brothers, which is a huge bank, and all these other like giant funds, like they all like collapse. You know, like you have all these bank collapses and stuff like that, and it's like just this giant like complete shit show, like where people are losing their houses, losing their whole like retirement portfolio, and you're just trying to fix it. And the bankers ended up making money anyway. They made more money than they would have because of all the forgiveness they got.
Yeah,
and all
well,
the
I don't think
and all the money they saved on taxes afterwards and everything like that.
I think
it was
put-
unbelievable.
I think he was put in a bad situation. I don't think he really cared though. Again, like I don't believe any of these politicians actually care. I think they just
He probably cared for
I
a
think
little
they just
bit.
want to be. I think they just want to grow government and they want to grow as individuals, and that's it. They don't care about the common folk.
Hmm.
We
need, you know what you need?
Thank you, Zoom Mike 8157. We appreciate that.
Coach Stream.
We appreciate that. That's huge.
What's
It's what keeps us going.
what Zoom Mike want to talk about?
Yeah, give us a time.
No, we need Trump versus Obama in an election.
Don't need that.
We need
Do
them,
not need that.
We need them to run against each other. I think it's a fight that America really wants to see. It'd be like, it'd be like two great sports teams going against each other. It'd be like, imagine LeBron on the Cavs versus Steph Curry, all over again. I mean, that'd be what? Who's Trump on? He's got to be with LeBron, right?
Comparing Trump to LeBron is crazy.
No, I'm saying they would probably play together. Like imagine all four of them were all playing a basketball game. I think Trump and LeBron are on one team.
Something is telling me that
and Steph Curry and Obama are on the other.
Nah, I'm sorry, horrible topic. Haha. I don't really know what you mean by that. But we're losing the plot. We're losing the fucking plot. If you're talking about Obama or Trump and LeBron.
I think Mike's talking about how your topic was terrible. You're like you just keep
What topic?
What you were talking about.
Like, what can you explain that, Mike?
Yeah, we're gonna ask Mike what he's talking about. Like, is the Obama basketball topic bad?
You guys have been choosing. Sorry.
Look at my lawyer, dog.
Excellent topics tonight, though. Can you explain what the bad topic was? Was it the LeBron thing?
No, it's not, bro. Who gives a shit?
It's got to be the LeBron thing. What was the other bad topic, though?
I don't remember. The quote, bro. That's what I was saying, the quote. I was
Dude,
like,
you're just a goober, bro. You're one of the sheep, bro. You're one of the sheep. I hate to break it to you. You're one of the sheep.
You're one of the sheep, bro.
We didn't mention the horrible topic suggested. Oh, he was saying his suggestion was a horrible topic. It's not. This is a really funny topic of talking if Michelle Obama was a woman.
No, we can't. We can't
Bro,
cross into that.
I gotta
bro.
no. Let me just be straight up, bro.
Say whatever you want.
I do think Michelle Obama is a woman.
I don't think you're gonna make it home alive tonight.
Why? I think she is a woman.
I know.
I don't think. People are like, oh, that's Mike. That's Big Mike. Bro, I don't think that's Mike, bro.
No, it probably isn't.
I think it's just
It'd be
Michelle.
too insane to
I
not.
think, yeah. What kind of taboo? are we
It's
getting
too
into?
bananas. Come on, man.
It's so useless, like information in general. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I will say though, fuck Michelle Obama, because when I was in school,
Oh yeah,
my lunches tasted pretty decent, and then they went from decent to pretty bad, and it was because of her.
you should try to go back to high school, see if you can get a lunch.
What do you mean?
Because
Just
that
walk in, just walk, yo, can you I'm real hungry. You guys still got the fake chicken patty on
Can I have that,
bread?
can I have that shitty chicken patty on a
Yeah.
bun with a fucking?
Do you remember the
with burgers with a glass of fucking chocolate milk
Yeah, it was
$2.75.
the little carton, or like then they switched to the plastic bottles of chocolate
and maybe a
milk.
bag of Cheetos. Yeah, disgusting.
I did think of you when I saw the bearded basketball player. I'm assuming he's talking about James Harden because I was showing him James Harden, because James Harden's got a crazy mouth. Shit's insane, bro.
Pause.
Pause. Fuck. Damn. But
It's crazy. Jesus Christ, bro. What is
he's got
what is Roblox doing to you, bro?
he's got like no lips. I gotta show you.
Yeah,
this.
no, I know. I think I've seen the picture of him like no beard.
No. It's not no beard. It's
Oh.
yeah, he is talking about James Harden. I gotta show you this.
Yeah, let's see, bro.
He's got like no lips, bro, because his beard covers him. It's just like it's like darkness when he opens his mouth. It's weird.
He was in a video where he like went to a baseball game or something. Right? He was like,
Come on, load, bro. There you could see.
it's not like just chiclets there. It's just straight teeth, bro.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Oh come on. Nah, it's gone. My phone's not.
Mike, did you get anybody on LinkedIn for my repost? Mike.
Why is he answering me immediately?
Come on, Mike. Wake up.
Bro, I'm pissed, bro. It's a good quote.
Why don't you look it up and just say it?
Yeah, I could do
the only reason I was laughing at it was because I was like, "You're not saying it right." I don't know.
Do I have to say everything perfect?
Hey, with a quote, yeah, you have to quote it. That's the whole point.
Well, I
bro.
wasn't quoting. I was just said there's a great quote that goes kind of like this.
Yeah, I guess so. Now you put it like that, it's all right. Oh, that's beautiful, Mike. Got some views from our boy on LinkedIn.
Great. All right.
You don't have to be popping.
All right. So it's a society grows great when old men plant trees whose shade they know they shall never sit in.
That does sound pretty good, bro.
And we haven't been doing that.
You should quote at the people that come into the store when you're checking them out.
That'd be so fucked up. I just like ruin their day.
And you're
Like,
like,
yeah, like they're just coming in trying to buy some stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm basically saying to their face, you fucked up shit, and I hate you, and you disgust me.
Very nice.
Is Michelle Obama a woman?
Bro. Not cross the Rubicon, bro.
She is, bro. She is so stupid.
I know she is. I know she is.
Like, I love conspiracy theory,
But I'm just saying, like,
but they're like,
as soon as you
you're losing the plot, bro.
Michelle Obama's gone, bro.
Look at Candace Owens talking about how Charlie Kirk was a time traveler.
That was a fact. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Time travel.
I don't know what the context. I only saw it in a clip. But like, what can the context be?
Imagine if Charlie Kirk came back as like Cyborg, like you've seen those videos, like he's a half robot.
What is it?
Like
Like Charlie Clank.
Yeah, remember like Frieza from Dragon Ball Z? Like he's alive as like half a robot. You're like, oh, okay.
Pretty sure that Frieza got killed in like 30 seconds.
Trunks
too.
killed him
Yeah,
immediately.
Trunks just pulled up, sliced him.
Sword, bro. And then fucked his dad up too.
Yeah.
So crazy, bro.
I got.
Yeah.
Ooh, solar. I like
What?
solar.
What about solar?
He's just talking about getting reached out by companies, but I like solar.
Everybody who works for a solar company is kind of a scam, though. Like solar companies are kind of
yeah.
scams, low key.
The way that solar companies are put is kind of scammy. I think the only reason you might think that they're all scammy is because, like, I bet you there's a lot of companies where it's just like, I want solar, so you look it up and then get in contact with a company that's not doing like door-to-door foot salesman. You know what I mean? Because you got to think, when you think of like the majority of on-foot salesmen, so many of them are solar. But I bet you there's a lot of companies that aren't scammy that don't do that. But you never hear about them.
Do you ever get the shit on Instagram where it's like the B2B business guy, or like the guys who are like that videos of that little Mexican kid? we kept sending back and forth to each other of the guy like, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Like the guy on the headset. Did you watch any of those I sent you or no?
Did you send them to me or in the group chat?
To you.
I probably did.
Where I was like, you would get along with this guy, like the fat Mexican kid. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. When was this?
This was like last week, bro. Anyway, but there's like all these dudes who do like this like shit business.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So Charlie Kirk said to Candace Owens that he is a time traveler, most likely as a joke, and Candace Owens took it seriously.
Dude. I don't know. Honestly, like, how can you say that to someone and they take it seriously? Like, and then he gets killed? Oh my
In the
god.
clip, she said that it was a fact. Again, I didn't watch the context of the clip. I didn't see like everything before and after, but she was like, Charlie Kirk was a time traveler, and that's a fact. We know that.
That was a fact. We know he was a
that.
time traveler.
This
video, the guy with the mustache. So good.
Which one is that one?
Yeah, let's see.
I can't really see your screen. Oh yeah.
You cannot have the volume on this. Just start saying it, bro. Start saying
ripping them out, bro. Pause.
Yeah, pause, bro. Yeah, this guy.
Oh, that dude's fucking hilarious. This is you, bro. This is what you do, bro. This is what you want to do.
Bro, no, I don't, bro. I do something much more boring than this, believe it or not.
Yeah, I know. It's basically this fat Mexican dude that's obviously not the smartest man in the world. And
wait, who are you talking about? The Mexican guy?
Yeah, this guy.
He's just a fat telemarketer, bro. He's calling businesses up,
and like sometimes he's like, yeah, you know, I make like $100,000 a month, and it's like, bro, you don't.
Dude, you know what he's doing, right? He's just calling up random businesses to see if they want a loan.
Yeah.
Do you want a loan?
Yeah.
It's like,
and that's where I'm gonna go to get my loan. Is when a random cold call hits my phone.
Like somehow they got like this guy's phone,
and your loan is gonna be better
and credit score, and they're like, maybe this guy, wouldn't it be better if he had $50,000 for the business? And you're like, it would be. It would be better. So it's fucking unbelievable. That's someone's job. That could be a fucking AI's job.
They probably will be soon,
right? It has to be soon, right?
I know, like the scam centers in India, a lot of them start with the AI.
That's what we should be investing in, bro. A fucking data farm
Losing
in India.
Losing the plot.
No,
data farm. Data farm. Okay.
Data farm.
You were saying
AI
scam calls.
No, not the well, maybe it's like an AI scam calling facility. You know, like
not investing in that.
Why not?
That's terrible. They're targeting Americans.
Can't beat them, join them. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can beat them.
People's on the phone, like giving out his credit card information. You know, to fucking the AI chatbot who's like, "What? Oh yeah, I could use a loan right now. All right, here's my information. You know,
here's my social security number.
And yeah, here's my social security number. And all right, here's the loan. You get your loan set up. It's craziness, bro. I would take out a giant loans if I was like 80 years old, just for shits and giggles. I'm like, I'm 80, bro. Like I'm just gonna drop dead, and then it's just like, what are they gonna do? You can't put that on anybody.
They can't?
I don't think so.
I thought they could.
Maybe your wife or something like that. That'd be even funnier.
Evil, bro. Just evil. Malice in your brain, bro.
Evil, son. No, I'm only joking, of course. You know, for my credit score, I wouldn't. You know, I would never take out a loan I didn't need for my credit score.
This guy's evil.
No, son. You have a crusade, bro. You have an axe to grind. That's your problem, bro. You want to point the finger at somebody. You're like, the masses. I'm like, we're in the masses, bro. We're just two fucking nobodies.
I got plans though that I'm working on.
I believe you. Everyone's got plans.
No, but I got different plans than the masses.
Oh yeah.
I may be in the masses right now, part of them.
Middle
class idiot. But I'm gonna get out of that. And I'm gonna make a kitchen. Yes.
I have a plan. After this, I am gonna go to the McDonald's drive-through and I do have an Uber Eats coupon that is hooked up to my DraftKings. I'm gonna gamble on the.
I've been eating
basketball
very
game.
healthy, bro. I
Uh,
wouldn't go to McDonald's, bro.
I hope not.
It'd have to be
I hope
like
not.
it'd have to be like Chick-fil-A. Much healthier. Um, this has been a retarded podcast.
No, it hasn't, bro. It hasn't. It hasn't, bro. All right, you gotta finish your thought. Like, what were we saying?
What are you talking about?
Weren't you just saying something about you were gonna go to Chick-fil-A instead of McDonald's?
I gotta finish my thought, bro.
I no, as you were saying, man, what are we gonna order from Chick-fil-A?
Chicken. I'm gonna get chicken, bro.
No, it had to be dumb.
What am I gonna get? A salad? I'm gonna get a salad.
I guess not.
I hate people that go to fast food chains and get salad. You're a waste.
Yeah.
You disgust me. You're useless. You're stupid. You don't deserve the money that you're using to spend on the salad at the fast food chain. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get a burger. Get a chicken. Like, what the fuck?
Just
Shit like that pisses me off, man, because it's like, what are you doing? That salad has 1,200 calories in it. You get a nice burger that has the same amount of calories with a side of fries. You're just a stupid, dumb cat, bro. I hate you. I hate you so much. What the fuck? What
Bro,
why is wrong with you?
Why you?
You have to no, shut up. You have to be mentally disabled to be like, I'm gonna get the healthy option at McDonald's, and I'm gonna get the crunchy chicken salad with like strawberries or whatever. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's not healthier. It is the same amount of calories. You're not enjoying it as much, and you cannot tell me there's people out there that don't have issues that are like, yeah, the salad at McDonald's is better than the Big Mac. You have something wrong with you. Your brain is messed up. We need to bring back the insane asylums. We really do. Because like there's like way too many crazies just running around. Like what the
Someone going to the insane asylum because they didn't get a burger at Burger King.
Imagine going to a place named Burger King and you're not getting a fucking burger. What the fuck is wrong with you? Genuinely,
really
you're just like a waste of space, dude. Like I don't know what to tell you, man. Like
You gotta order off the fucking menu, bro. The biggest picture is the burger, so get the burger, bro. Get a Dr. Pepper. The picture of the Dr. Pepper's right there.
Going to like the grocery store and then getting like a nice, healthy, actual salad. That's fine. I'm not gonna hate on you for that. But if you go to McDonald's and you get the stupid strawberry salad that they have, that's still like 1,200 calories, loaded with fucking shit in it, that's still gonna make you shit your pants because that's like they do that with all their food. I don't know. You genuinely have issues, and I don't.
You Kirk genuinely have issues. And anyway, back to Christ.
Yeah, you will Kirk genuinely have issues. Anyway, there's a lot of homeless that are starving right now. That's an issue. Someone should really do something about that. Someone really should.
You should. For the next episode, we should go get a bag of burgers and start.
Guys, we were gonna sample.
We
were gonna do a review on the Burger King Krabby Patty meal.
Why don't we just go down to our local homeless encampment and do a fucking couple interviews?
Because we don't have one.
Yeah, we do.
Our mayor got rid of that shit, bro.
Really? That's gone. In the parking garage. That's gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
He kicked them all out, dude. He sent them to the
dude.
Town
He's like Hitler, bro.
There's a Reddit post that says he's a dictator, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
He's like, come on, guys, let's get him.
The guy's a little wacky. Don't get me wrong.
He's a very strange man. You ever see a picture of him?
Yeah,
he's very odd looking.
He's a little wacky.
He's like the Joker a little bit.
He's like the mayor of our town pretty much has the power over like a budget, the police force, and the fire department, and then like very little lawmaking. Someone on Reddit's calling him a dictator. I'm just like, yo, how out of touch. That's the kind of guy that's getting the strawberry salad at McDonald's.
He's trying to be healthy. He's crying out to be healthy.
Yeah, he's gonna probably.
He's gonna outlive you because he has malice in his heart for the mayor.
Yeah,
and he's calling him Hitler.
Yeah,
and he's eating a strawberry salad, and you have malice for him, but you're not gonna post about it on Reddit.
Yeah,
and you eat the burger.
I'm just gonna sit there and I'm just gonna let it build up and build up until I fucking crack on.
Let me ask you something. What do you think about people bringing back the 2016 vibes? What do you think about that? You know how people are reposting pictures of themselves from 2016?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I don't really care.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
It's like, you know, if you're reminiscing on old times, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's
Um,
good. It's good to reminisce on old times.
yeah, crazy to think that was 10 years ago now.
Yeah, it is true. You know,
Yeah, you know, it's
we're on unk status for all the youngsters
20,
out there. We were in high
2016 was a
school.
decent
We're in the
time.
prime of
You know, I think
2016.
every time realistically is a decent time. I think right now, you know, like we complain a lot on this show, but no, it's you know,
Yeah,
life is good, man.
yeah.
You gotta be appreciative of what you have, obviously, and you know, but it's just so fun to hate. It's so fun. I love it. I love it. Oh my god, fuels me for the day. I wake up, I make my mocha espresso coffee, very strong coffee. I tweak out for like 30 minutes off of caffeine because I didn't eat breakfast. And then I just think so many hateful things.
You wake up at 6 p.m. and have coffee. Go to bed at 4 a.m.
I like that the tweakness stops from the coffee and I just get so my blood just starts filling with hatred and I just love it. It gets me so ready for the day. And I just can't wait to express that
Hey,
to a
bro,
camera of like two people.
Hey, bro, where's the blood flowing?
Where's your blood flowing, bro?
Not. It's not boiling like yours, bro. I mean, I drink a whole thing of that coffee every day, bro, and I'm pretty mellowed out. You know.
Well, it's not the coffee that's doing it to me.
Well, who you hate on so bad? The Somalians or something?
No, the retards, the idiots.
The masses, you're saying?
Kinda, a little bit of the masses. More just like I don't know. Like think of like a guy that like line dances for fun.
Line dancing.
Like imagine being a dude and it's like you go to the bar that does line dancing on Tuesdays and you go every week and you learn all their stupid little dances. And you don't go because like, oh, I could meet a chick here, I could hook up with a chick, I could find, you know, a partner or whatever. You go because you love line dancing. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. You are a piece of shit.
This is the same guy that orders the strawberry salad from
Yeah,
McDonald's.
this is the same dude who orders the strawberry salad and calls a mayor of like a not that big of a place that doesn't even have much power at all and doesn't do that much a dictator. You are such a waste of space. We need to get rid of you, man. I don't want you to die. You know, all life is precious. You gotta go, though. You need to leave, dude. You gotta get out of here. Who the fuck? What kind of a man can sit there and proudly say, I love line dancing on Tuesdays? What is wrong with you, dude? You need some sort of rehabilitation on your whole life, dude. Your parents really fucked up on you because it's like, bro, like you go to these line dancing bars and there's like hot chicks with their belly out and they're shaking their hips and you don't give a fuck? You're like, yeah, let me shake my ass too. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Isn't line dancing just square dancing? Or am I crazy?
I feel like square dancing's better because the music tells you what to do. Square dancing is like do-si-do, you know?
Yeah, I remember that we did that in gym class.
Yeah, gym class made us do that.
But
That's at least simple. Line dancing is like you actually have to learn the dances. And it's like what, do they repeat the songs? Do they change the songs and do new dance? Like I don't know. But what I do know is that if you're a grown man doing that shit because you love it, you're fucked, bro. There is no saving you. There's nothing you could do. I mean, you're just like a pathetic waste of space.
No Kirk genuinely saving you, bro. Like if you're dressing up with the belt buckle and the hat to go.
Oh my god, it's the worst. It's the worst, bro. Like, what are you doing?
I when we were talking about this the other night, I was just saying how I like how some bros have costumes. You know what I mean, like there's that costume, cowboy.
You know, let me dress up. Let me dress up. Let me dance, bro. Let me do my little.
Yeah, you can dress up as that.
Just end it, bro.
Just go away.
Just go. Like, let me dress up in my little costume because it's for me. It's for me. I love it. You're a loser. You suck. Probably nobody likes you. You're probably the friend that doesn't get invited to everything because you're low key, low Kirk genuinely annoying as fuck. And you're a piece of shit that nobody likes. You're probably a sheep among sheep. And I don't know, you probably work some shit office job. And your life is the exact same every single day. And you love that. And bro, it just enrages me.
I was getting so mad, bro. How could someone do
It
this?
enrages me. What is wrong with you? There's got to be like, bro, like
Bros could be turning around on you.
we
though.
live in a
Us-
world of so much greatness, so many things to find out, so much to explore and to create and to build. And you just want to sit there doing these fucking 50-year-old gay dances for you.
I
Bro,
feel
build something, learn something. Oh, get me
How-
off of this, bro.
How
Get me
how
off of this
how,
topic.
how dare they go to McDonald's and
How
try?
dare no? How
You know,
dare you?
they would
How
say to you,
dare you?
"How dare you not go and be adventurous and try the salad from McDonald's from
Because I'm not.
the strawberry
My
salad?"
IQ is not 70 or lower.
You sure about that?
I am 100%. 100%. I'm not some like retard that doesn't know shit from shit and is okay with just being a retard. Like, come on, what are we even arguing for here?
I would love
It's
to take
just
an
like,
IQ test and find out I'm mentally retarded. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
that'd be great.
that'd be so
Fuck yeah.
funny. I think that'd be awesome. I mean, like, I would accept the results. You know, I'd be like, yeah, it makes perfect sense to me. And look how far I came with this little crumb. That's what I would tell people. "Hey, listen, look at the IQ score.
That's when you
Yeah.
openly become part of the masses, willfully enjoying it.
That'd be funny if Trump revealed that. He was like, listen, I'm already president. I actually have an IQ of 67, of 6'7". And, yeah, look how far I came. Keep president twice.
There we go. Wait, there's a bunch of comments that we missed.
Oh.
Did you guys prep for the snow? I mean, like, I guess.
I don't want. I hate snow, guys.
I love snow.
I hate snow.
I really like it. I really a bunch.
I don't like it anymore. I don't care.
I
'cause-
actually, let me say this too. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, because I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Are
I'm
you gonna work on Sunday?
Yeah.
Good luck.
When it snows heavily,
Yeah.
they care more about the roads than when it kind of snows like a medium amount. When it's like a medium amount, they don't care about the side roads, and they become all shitty and freeze over. But when it's really heavy snow, they do all of it because these people get paid more by how much snow they plow. I don't know if you know how that works, at least around here. And they hit all the side streets. They make it so much safer. So it's like when it snows, I really hope it doesn't hit that awkward medium where they kind of just do the major roads and then they leave all the side streets fucked.
Mm.
I'd rather have like 2 feet of snow than like 6 inches.
Yeah.
Because when it's like 6 inches, like all the side roads where everyone lives pretty much just like becomes like a sheet of ice. And then now it's like, it's just fucked. It's like you got to drive like 2 miles an hour. Yeah, preparing for snow is kind of fake, by the way. You get a bunch of like tinned food. What are you doing?
I mean, like, it's just.
What are you doing?
I mean, it's just stupid. Like people,
Maybe prepping for like a day or two, sure. But what, you gotta buy like a month worth of food?
Probably a lot of people at the store today. No, getting ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. People stocking up on liquor. You know what I mean? Buying a bunch of booze.
Yeah. See, like you said, flashlights, food, batteries. That's just kind of like you're just an idiot if you're doing all that. Listen, if it's gonna be like a major snowstorm of like 8 feet, yeah, it's one.
You're gonna get snowed in, bro. You're gonna experience snowpocalypse, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah. I want my BTS toy with my McDonald's salad. I think BTS is like a Korean pop band.
I think so.
Gay. Burger mukbang. Speculation bang. We're gonna test something out.
We were supposed to get the SpongeBob meal.
That's what I was saying before. We were gonna get it, but
and we didn't because we just we just ran out of time.
Fall through the cracks, man.
You know, we didn't get the SpongeBob big guy fucking meal. This shit ass song.
Fucking that's how crazy is it that Ice Spice went to like the premiere and she like basically was just wearing lingerie.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect at this point, though?
See, this is this brings up a great point about politics.
Oh yeah, go on. How does SpongeBob relate to this? Remember when SpongeBob
because you said you said what do you expect?
Wait. Do you remember when SpongeBob rode to Israel with Obama?
Oh yes, I do.
That was interesting.
The great noticing continues. No, but Uh, you said, what do you expect? You know, because we're at such like a pathetic period of entertainment and whatnot that they're putting half-naked girls mixed with SpongeBob. That shit deeply upsets me. So many people for my entire life and throughout American history at least, and I'm sure just throughout history in general, was like, oh well, you know, like a lot of people believe the government's a necessary evil. Um, and they're like, oh well, we just gotta vote for the better of two evils, the lesser evil. That is a very dangerous way of thinking. You don't have to vote for the lesser of two evils. You just choose to because you care so much about your ideology that you have to stick with a side. Well, you know that this person's evil, you just feel like that it's less evil than the other side, so you still vote for it. That's extremely dangerous thinking.
Mm.
That's not something you should partake in because you're still partaking in something that's very bad. And you understand that and you're actively doing it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Do you think there's an episode of SpongeBob that can help you relate to this?
Say it again?
You think there's an episode of SpongeBob that can help you relate
I'm
to
sure
this?
there is.
You
There's
know,
an
like help,
episode where
like
I'll,
you one you can recommend to kind of illustrate your point more clearly.
I don't just have like SpongeBob episode
Oh, really?
names off the top of my head. Yeah, I
Thought you
guess
were-
you do.
I thought you were.
don't
No, I
know.
don't. I thought you were a real fan or something. Like I thought that's what SpongeBob fans did usually.
Let's wrap this up.
Why, bro? Why? It's
'Cause
just
I'm
saying.
getting cold and we're getting retarded. Ice Spice in SpongeBob is politics. Yeah. I think it's more just I think it's less political and more, oh, here's a really famous person. Let's make money with that because that's all they do. It's like every movie now. I
Are you
mean,
just talking about the? I'm just appalled at the shit assness of it. Like just how fucking shit.
there's a clip in the trailer where SpongeBob's got some shit like hooked up to his cock.
Yes.
He's like smacking Patrick's ass with it, and it's like, listen, it's always been a little freaky. You know, there's a great scene. Oh, everyone knows this scene where I believe SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs are in a car, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe
Yeah.
not in a car, but Mr. Krabs tells SpongeBob to like take something off because it makes him look like a girl.
Yeah.
And SpongeBob's like, "Am I a pretty girl?" And Mr. Krabs gets all awkward. He's like, "Oh, yeah, you're beautiful." It's like SpongeBob always been a little freaky,
No, there is some.
but smacking ass with some shit on your cock,
SpongeBob.
like again, like there's so much, bro. We're just losing the plot. We're
Can you
losing.
Can you name some of your favorite SpongeBob moments? Now that I think of it.
I mean, there's some great SpongeBob. What are you doing here, man?
I just can't believe I asked you earlier. I was like, "What? Do you have a moment in SpongeBob that you relate to this?" And then you start talking about a SpongeBob clip. Like, well, Mr. Krabs. I'm just like, huh. I'm like, I wonder how much longer I can get you to keep talking about SpongeBob. Like,
I mean, I do love SpongeBob.
You know what
Like,
I
I
mean?
could talk
Yeah,
about
it's
it
a great
for
show.
a while.
It's a great show. You know, I'm wondering how many more times can I get you to like reference a SpongeBob scene? You know, over and over again.
Let me ask the viewers a question.
Let me ask you a question.
Would you hit Ice Spice? I probably would. If you're watching this, Ice Spice, hit a fella up. Shit plump.
Dress up a SpongeBob and try to go meet her. You get one of those SpongeBob suits, you could probably get next to her.
Did you ever see the meme with SpongeBob? You know the scene where he gets like buried in the ground and then his nose is sticking
Oh
out?
yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Krabs.
And he has the two. It's the two noses. He cracks his cock. Dude, shit is so ridiculous. Well, he in the scene he looks down. I'm gonna talk about SpongeBob now. In the scene, he's like, I hope that's your nose sticking out. Literally says that because it's like.
Does he say that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he says something along those lines. You know,
The viewers say they would hit Ice Spice.
the viewer,
Come on, man. There could be someone else watching.
the great nose.
The thing is wrong. It says there's only 2 people watching, but we have
Well, I'm
both our
watching.
phones out and the one viewer, so there could be more.
Yeah, maybe.
It already says there's less than there is. For all we know, there could be thousands watching right now.
Trump could be watching this right now.
He could be. Israel's probably watching this right now.
It'd be so easy to get in here and just shoot us. I mean, like, honestly.
Don't give them ideas, bro. Don't give them any ideas. I like Ice Spice pre-Ozempic better, though. Well, she gained some weight back. Did you not notice that? She got real skinny. Oh, man. I think we should wrap this up.
You were like, oh,
I'm becoming what I hate.
You're like, that doesn't sound rough.
No, it's just the fact that like I'm talking about
You're
Ice
gooning.
Spice
You're
on
gooning.
Ozempic.
You're gooning
The
verbally.
SpongeBob movie, bro. Like talking about she gained a little weight back.
That's your girl, bro. You're keeping an eye on her. Chill. That's your girl, bro.
Dude, let's just wrap this up, bro. I'm getting really cold. It's over, bro. It's over.
All right. On that note, that's what the note you want to finish on.
That's yeah.
People might skip all the way to the end to see your last thing you said, and they're gonna hear that.
Great.
Not even one more, like, you know.
I hope that happens.
All right. That's it.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching.
Look at
It's
that.
always
We
a
got 2
pleasure.
hours.
Always a
We're
pleasure.
gonna clip this to death. I think, honestly. I think
Dude, I think this might be. We might get the worst clips out of this one. I
I'm
genuinely.
really hoping so.
I genuinely feel like the
so.
clips that come from this are gonna
Be
get the
horrendous.
least amount of views.
No, they're gonna get the most.
Bro, it's
Those
us.
are gonna be
It's
nonsensical.
us giggling about random shit that nobody's gonna relate to.
It's a bunch of topics that no one cares about. We didn't talk about one current thing.
I mean, we kind of did. We
Talk
talked
about
about Renee
Jeff
a little bit. That was like what, like a week and a half
I
ago?
said that we should put your fucking head on a Mount Rushmore of like other dead people. That was it.